Hey everyone, welcome back. So today is Thursday, the day before Good Friday, which is tomorrow. So obviously the market's going to be closed tomorrow. So we'll take a look at obviously Bitcoin, how it's doing. I think there's a good thing happening right now in it. We'll take a look at it. We'll look at the miners, see how they did, obviously. And the big story of today is obviously Elon Musk putting in a bid to buy out Twitter. And we also have a story on somebody thinking Bitcoin could go to 100,000 within the next year. We'll take a look at that. And there was one other story, which was on, I can't remember it now. I guess we'll get into it. So as always, not financial advice, you know the drill here. I'm invested in the following companies and coins, and let's get into the stocks here. So Annie was down today, 3.87% today to $1.74. Argo was down 5.82% to 83 cents. Bitfarms was down, Bit Digital was down 7.4% to $2.75. It's up a little bit in the after hours now. And Bitfarms was down 7.37% to $3.14. It's up a little bit in the after hours. Cleanspark was down 5.13% to $9.61. It's up also a little bit in the after hours. And Core was down 3.99% to $7.70. It's up double what it was down. So it's up 6.49% to $8.20. Digihost was down 7.08% to $3.02. DMG was down 3.71 to 46 cents. Hive was down 5.91% to $1.75. It's up 2.86% right now to $1.80. It was down 5.35% to $4.42. It's down a little bit in the after hours as well. Iris Energy was down 6.16% to $12.34. Luxxfolio was down 2.62% to 25 cents. Marathon was down 4.8% to 21.23. It's down a little bit right now in the after hours. And Mawson was actually up today, 5.88% to $4.50, and Riot Blockchain was down 6.5% to $14.97, up a little bit in the after hours, about 1%. Taking a look at Bitcoin here really quick. So here's the thing that I like on Bitcoin right now that I'm seeing on the 1 hour chart. Bitcoin is at 39,896 roughly, right around 40,000 or so. But the thing that's got me kind of pleased by the way things are looking at right now is the RSI. So the RSI has obviously come way down here on it, which was below the 30 mark. And we had the price down to approximately 39,651. Last time we were at this price range, we were down along here, and the RSI was much higher. So obviously we've kind of been overselling here a little bit, which leads me to think we're going to have possible a little rally above it. The resistance here, which is at 40,700, we've obviously come below it. We went above it the day before, and we've come down below it again. So we're testing that resistance and support right now. Obviously, we tested it here. We bounced off of it, and then we fell below it and continued falling on. But I think this could set us up to possibly go up into the Good Friday tomorrow to maybe once again reclaim the 40,700 as the support level. But we'll see how it plays out. Ethereum is at 3,018 right now. It has obviously followed suit with Bitcoin in the 1 hour chart. We can see it just falling here for the past, what is that, probably 15, 16 hours or so on the time frame. And we have also bottomed out here on the RSI in the 1 hour chart as well, which is good as well to see. So I think we do have some potential of going back up higher. And the reason for possibly Ethereum going down, we saw the cross on the 50-day crossing the 200-day moving averages, and that once that happened, we saw we kind of picked up a little bit, and then we've come back down. So that could be a cause for it as well of why that one fell down so much. All right, let's take a look at the first story here, which is obviously Elon Musk. So Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter. And Elon Musk has made an offer to buy Twitter and take it private, saying he believes the company needs to be transformed. Musk has offered to acquire all the shares in Twitter he does not own for $54.20. The kind of little tricky part of that, if you look at the $4.20 here, remember he offered, or he stated that he had funding secured to take Tesla private at $420 per share. So that's a little, I don't know what you would call that, a little snip at the SEC maybe. So per share, valuing the company at $41.4 billion. That represents 38% premium over the closing price on April 1st, the last trading day before Musk disclosed that he had become Twitter's biggest shareholder, and an 18% premium over its closing price on Wednesday, which is a pretty good premium. Usually you see 20% premiums or something like that when a company is getting a bid to take them over. Musk said the cash offer was his best and final offer, according to the SEC filing, adding that if it's not accepted, he would have to reconsider his position as a shareholder. So I believe the board from Twitter was supposed to meet today at 2 o'clock California time, which might have already happened, but we haven't heard anything as far as what has transpired from the meeting. But here's the continuation of it. So I invested in Twitter as I believe in its potential to be the platform for free speech around the globe. And I believe that free speech is a societal imperative for a functioning democracy. He said in a letter to Twitter, however, since making my investment, I now realize the company will neither thrive nor serve the societal imperative in its current form. Twitter needs to be transformed as a private company, which is interesting. The letter was addressed to Brett Taylor, the chair of the Twitter board, not CEO Parag Agrawal, who assumed that title last fall. It concludes, Twitter has extraordinary potential. I will unlock it. And going further here, Twitter issued a statement Thursday confirming that it had received the offer. The company said its board would carefully review the proposal to determine the course of action that it believes is in its best interest of the company and all Twitter's stockholders. Twitter declined to comment as to when its board would meet to discuss the offer, but we did hear that they were meeting this today at 2 o'clock California time. And that is the most important part of it here. They go on to obviously more details on it and so on. But we've obviously seen Elon Musk obviously take a big interest in Twitter over the past couple months and years. Obviously, he has tweeted a lot. And obviously had polled people on Twitter as far as the algorithm, other things like that. So it's kind of interesting if he's actually going to be able to win this, basically bid to buy Twitter out. Would be interesting to see what he does with it when he does take it public. And we're just living in interesting times right now. Who knows what's going to happen? I think they may counter-offer the Twitter board, or they may just decline his offer altogether. There are some obviously people that are shareholders of the company that don't want it. I think one of them is from Saudi Arabia or something like that. Don't quote me on this, but I saw something in a tweet earlier today. All right, so let's take a look at the next story. Bitcoin getting to 100,000. So we're just going to go over the main details here. So Bitcoin could hit 100,000 within a year. Crypto firm CEO predicts. So Bitcoin could hit 100,000 within a year. And Tony Trenchev, CEO of crypto lending firm Nexio, has predicted. He said that Bitcoin could fall in tandem with traditional financial markets as the Federal Reserve unwinds its massive stimulus policy. But eventually, a crash in stocks could force to the Fed back into easing, he said. So that's an interesting thought. We'll obviously have to see how the markets react going forward. If we continue to slide down, we may see some easing from the Fed as well. There are still some headwinds for the crypto market as the global regulatory environment remains fragmented and the digital currency still remains volatile, which is true. It's going to continue being volatile for, I think, at least another couple of years until we get some regulatory framework in place in a lot of the countries. But nonetheless, it's kind of interesting. And the other story that I want to talk to you guys about, which I forgot about, what was the title about it, was obviously the adoption of Lightning. So Cash App and Chivo help drive Lightning payment volume up 400%. Bitcoin's Layer 2 scaling solution, the Lightning Network, has seen payment volume increase by over 400% as real adoption grows. This is huge. This is really good news. This is what we want to see, right? Adoption leads to price appreciation, price usage, or usage on the network, and it's all good things. So on Thursday, CNBC told the story of Elena Vorobovia, excuse me, a Ukrainian refugee currently seeking sanctuary in Poland. Vorobovia used Lightning to transfer $100 worth of Bitcoin from Miami, where it was then withdrawn from an ATM in the equivalent Polish currency, all within the space of 3 minutes. Try doing that with either currency exchange or through a bank, and you're looking at least several hours to a day with the currency exchange to a couple of days with the bank. So speed and low fees are important here. So continuing on, that's the sort of low-cost, high-speed transaction that has seen the Layer 2 scaling solution for Bitcoin grow 410% in payment volume over the past year. The report warned that, so there's a report by Arcane Research, but the report also warned that widely cited public metrics used to measure Lightning Network adoption, most commonly total value locked, TVL, underestimates the size of the network as they fail to count private channels and invisible nodes. Additionally, the metrics don't reflect real-world Lightning Network usage, whereas looking explicitly at payment volume paints a clearer picture of the real Lightning adoption. So a partial explanation for the surge in payment is owed to the enormous increase in the number of users who have recently gained access to the Lightning Network. This is through applications like El Salvador's Chivo wallet and the United States-based payment application Cash App. And you can see here on the chart, main source of users was Chivo, and then obviously the use by Cash App has obviously increased that tremendously. Arcane estimated that in August 2021, roughly 100,000 users had access to Lightning payments. By March of this year, over 80 million had the ability to access payments on the Lightning Network, which shows that there is a large potential user base, which is true as well. So, despite Bitcoin being originally designed as an electronic cash system, the sluggishness of the Bitcoin network is resolving transactions gave rise to Layer 2 solutions. The Lightning Network was launched in 2018 and provided faster and cheaper BTC transactions, which we've talked about numerously here on this channel. So this is obviously good news here with Lightning. The more use cases that we get, the more adoption that we get, I think it's just going to drive the price of Bitcoin up higher. We are still not out of the woods, obviously, with Bitcoin. In the past, we have obviously had basically crypto winners, where Bitcoin has fallen 80%, 70% from its peak, like last time in 2017, where we reached 20,000, and then we eventually crashed through 2018, 2019 to a low of 3,800 or something like that. So that was obviously a huge drawdown in price, but we have obviously rebounded from that after the halving event that we had back in 2020. Our next halving event is obviously going to be in 2024 sometime. We don't know, well, you can kind of guess where it's going to be, but it's going to happen in 2024, and that is obviously going to spur the next possible wave going forward. But between now and the next halving, we have a little bit of a lot of unknowns, I guess. The good thing is obviously we have a lot more institutional investors that are investing in it. We have companies that have in it. We also have companies pegging Bitcoin to a stable coin right now. They're going to be buying a lot of it. So there's just a lot more institutional investment that hasn't been in it in 2017 when we had that crash into 2018, 2019. So in theory, we may hold the line here where we are about 40, 30,000. It would be, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if we hit, again, 30,000, I guess. If we go below it, I would be surprised, unless there's something drastic that happens that obviously drives the price way down. But other than that, I think we're kind of holding the line right now, and we'll just have to see how things play out the remaining of the year. We're already in the 4th month. We only have 8 more months to go in the year, and then we got a full year to go, and then a couple months before the next halving. So the next 16 to 18 months are obviously going to be very interesting to see where we end up at. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin just kind of hovers around this area, possibly goes up a little bit towards the end of the year, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't have a magic ball. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought of Elon Musk. Obviously, Bitcoin hitting 100,000 and the continued adoption in Bitcoin Lightning Network. Leave me a comment down below. Love chatting with you guys there. And that's it. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Helps me out tremendously. I appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great night.